ambitious, but brilliant! I don't believe it! I swear I do not believe it! And they are back on terms!
Hello and welcome to the Rotherham United podcast. This is our Christmas special episode. It's exciting, isn't it? Again, we should be looking forward and looking ahead and previewing the Middlesbrough game. We're now thinking about it, we maybe should have just done anyway because there's still a chance that game might go ahead. But I haven't done any research yet, so apologies. If the game goes ahead, I don't know what we're going to do. But anyway, Mick's here. Hello, Mick.
Yeah, hello. Well done on that, Matt.
Yeah, good intro, wasn't it?
Good work.
And Ben, always.
Hello.
Christmas hat day. We all got his Christmas hats on today. All in the festive spirit.
We did that last time.
All right. God.
You nearly then.
Oh, it's always Ben, isn't it? So, we're recording Tuesday night. As it stands, amazingly, there's been no update. I'm genuinely shocked. Everything I've seen has come through Paul Davis's Twitter feed.
Yeah, he's just tweeted earlier on tonight. Actually, he's put an article, I think, out in the Advertiser on Wednesday, or the online version, saying that perhaps we're expecting some sort of announcement on Wednesday as to what might happen with the Middlesbrough game. But we'll see. So that's the Boxing Day game, obviously.
Yeah, it feels a bit short notice that for me, Ben. Say for example, if we announce on Wednesday that we are playing on Boxing Day.
I don't see how we can play on Boxing Day. What do you
mean?
We haven't got any players.
Well, this is what's confusing a little bit. We've had 2 confirmed cases, maybe 3.
Are they going to play masks?
Well, they're not. The one that have got it are not obviously not going to play.
I thought that's always breaking the law, isn't it? Unless they get tested, then
it depends on the contact, doesn't it? Because it depends. Let's say it's somebody who's not been in the squad. Trevor Clark's been injured. I'm not saying. I don't know if it is, but let's say for example it's Trevor Clark. The playing staff and management staff's contact with him because he didn't play against Blackburn is going to be extremely minimal.
Well, it needs to be. I think they should get. I think they'll get tested. If they get tested negative, then I don't see why I can't play.
They're still got to technically self-isolate for 10 days.
Technically, if they get a negative test, then they can play. Technically, do you know what I mean?
No, test negative don't mean you ain't got it. I mean, we're going into non-Rotherham United stuff big time here, but it takes 3 to 10 days for symptoms to show. So, and 3 to 10 days.
I didn't even know this was a thing until 2 minutes ago when we started. I didn't even think it was even on the table playing Saturday.
What, COVID?
No,
COVID. Where have you been this year?
Listen, the reality is we're not going to be playing in it.
I'd be amazed.
It's not going to happen.
Barnsley might. If there's hope for Boxing Day, they might say, actually, we can't play Boxing Day because it's we're now at very, very short notice. Not only for us, but for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see, Middlesbrough, a minute, Warnock and his lot are like, well, we're playing or not.
Yeah, there's going to have been some dialogue between the clubs, isn't there?
To a degree.
There will be, I'm sure.
Not the club's decision to sort it out, I'm guessing. I'm guessing EFL and government.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's been a weird few weeks. Obviously, we talked about on the weekend, Bristol Rovers had a few games postponed. Peterborough, Sunderland, Millwall have now had 3 games called off.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? A Millwall tested positive after us or at the same time, But
they played at weekend.
But then they played, and now they've got 3 games called off.
Yeah.
And yet ours is all a bit quiet. It worries me that something else. Have we done something wrong, or are we being accused of doing something wrong, or is there something going off in the background there that suggests that we might have to play? Sorry, not pay. We might have to pay. No.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or is it just the fact that the club are just keeping the cards close to the chest? I don't know. I don't know.
All from the other clubs have come from the EFL. If you go on the EFL Communications Twitter page, they put out statements for the EFL, and the most recent one is Ipswich. Ipswich have also gone down with it as well. So that's 5 or 6 clubs now, not including ours, that are potentially Newcastle a few weeks ago. The Ipswich chairman has actually called for a footballing circuit breaker.
Oh God! I think Ipswich are not doing very well at the moment.
Well, they're not going to play for 3 games.
Yeah.
So when they come back, they're going to be 10th or something like that,
Yeah.
having been third or fourth.
There's a surprise.
They're saying it's basically said that he's no idea how the players have caught it, because in previous cases where they've had a small outbreak at the club, they've been able to say, right, it came from this coach trip or from this training session. What they're saying is they cannot identify where this COVID leak has come from, potentially down to this new strain. So it's strange how suddenly 6 or 7 clubs have suddenly gone through. When Accrington did it, they were the only club at the time. Then Newcastle were the only club at the time. It's really odd that six clubs have gone through with the same thing at the same time.
Well, it's this new strain, and it's 70-something% apparently anyway. But that's probably balls. It's news, isn't it? So you don't know what to read. But yeah, it's more infectious, obviously.
Blame 5G, Ben.
Yeah, it's not real. It's not real. It's all a hoax.
So in terms of that, there is no news.
So anyway, see you.
Yeah, that's it. See you later, guys. Merry Christmas. We may be playing on the 29th against Barnsley, but we may not be playing until the 2nd against
Or
Cardiff.
16th.
Or
We might not be
until
playing
16th.
until February. We don't know what's happening. Obviously, we said this new strain before.
You know what?
Maybe a new lockdown.
You said I mentioned about Ipswich chairman saying that it only takes a couple of voices for that sort of thing to get the ball rolling. I don't think it's at this stage. I don't think it's necessary. It's just a handful of clubs. If 10 more suddenly over the next few weeks, then I think there's a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
But at the minute, the second half of the season, this season's been designed so we front load the first half of the season to catch up, and the second half is basically a normal second half of the season. So there is space
A little bit.
for everybody to fit those games in. So it's not the end of the world. If you have everybody has a circuit breaker for let's say a month, then we are screwed
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we've got Euros in summer.
Yeah.
So we can't extend the season.
This is the thing, and this is the old Paul worn out bandwagon, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, one person starts shouting their mouth off with some either ill-informed or got their own agenda subject.
Opinionated.
Yeah, absolutely. And then another person will jump on bandwagon because it suits them, or because they're just as stupid. Whichever scenario we're talking about here, and then eventually the press get hold of it, and then eventually it becomes a thing. So it does, eventually gain its own legs, doesn't it? So you're right. Hopefully, nobody else will pick up on it. This will die out. Clubs will be able to come through it. We'll be back to how we were a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whenever it was.
Yeah, when you talk about agendas, it's Ipswich Town. If you recall last season, they were one of the what did Tony Stewart call them? They didn't call them the Big Six. What did they call them?
I have no idea.
The Magic Six or something like the Peterborough lot.
Oh yeah.
They were talking about self-interests.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is, as far as Ipswich are concerned, and you've got to feel a little bit sorry for them because it's such a massive club, down in such a lowly position in football pyramid. I genuinely, in my heart, I feel for them. I can't keep a straight face.
It sounded almost genuine for about half a second.
Oh, trying so hard to be genuine.
Ben, completely against under current circumstances, a gun against a footballing circuit breaker.
Am I against it?
Yeah. Or for it, whatever, mate. I'm asking your
I
opinion.
don't really know.
Moving on.
No, I'm suppose it could be good for some clubs, obviously like ourselves. Obviously, COVID outbreak, whatever. I don't know how many clubs exactly have got it. Like you said, a few.
I think it's 6 at the minute.
That's quite interesting. Obviously, it's new strain or whatever. Maybe it is good, because however, they say a 2-week circuit breaker or a 3-week circuit breaker, right?
Yeah.
In 3 weeks, we don't know where we'll be. Do you know what I mean? Things could have changed so much, and you might have stopped so much by stopping football. Because how many teams is it? Football week 92.
92, yeah.
92 is probably thousands of people at each club, staff, everything. They're in contact every day. I mean, that's
They are all meant to be social distance every day.
But come on, we've all seen streets. I was out in Rotherham town earlier. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So yeah, it maybe could stop some things, but you don't know where the vaccine and government and lockdown and everything. So it's just maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not.
I don't think we're in that position at the moment because of other things like you've just said there about the vaccine coming through, the testing that's massively different to how it was.
Yeah.
6 6, 8, however long,
9
6,
months
8 years ago. But, so, things are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
So I don't see the need for it. Hey, listen, it'd probably suit us.
Probably would,
It would
actually.
probably suit us to get 5 or 6
Injury-wise,
players
yeah.
back.
Let's stop football till March when all is
Well, yeah. And I mean, all right, there's Euros. It doesn't affect us, does it?
No, I don't know.
So there you go.
It
I'm
doesn't
happy.
really affect this division, does it?
Do you know what? That Ipswich bloke's got a damn good idea, hasn't he? I like him. I'm going to. I think I'm on his side.
Yeah.
I think I'm on his bandwagon.
Well, I was going to say as well, if we do have this circuit breaker football-wise, like I said, 3 weeks, from 3 weeks' time, it is the
Mid-January, whatever.
22nd. So 3 weeks' time, probably like 15th of January, whatever, right? If there's a 3 week circuit breaker and then 15th of January comes round and, half the country's infected with this new strain, that's another lockdown. That's another month lockdown. That's 2 months, of football. Do you know what I mean? So maybe it's not a good idea because then you've got 2 months worth of game to cram into 1 week because it's Euros. Do you know what I mean? You have to play a tournament
every hour.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So with already no players.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I don't think it's the way to go as things stand. But it's a very, very fast moving world.
You never know with this. You never know with COVID, do you?
No.
Honestly,
No.
do anything, can't you, at the minute?
Yeah, I think it's enough COVID for now.
Yeah, enough.
It's
enough.
tough. It's a tough time for everybody, and I know we're
Yeah.
looking at maybe tight restrictions. So stay safe, everybody, and I hope you're all doing okay. Genuinely, I know it's tough for a lot of people, so I hope everybody's doing all right.
Yeah, absolutely, and obviously these new restrictions are quite difficult for people over Christmas as well, and it potentially means that some people are going to be on their own over Christmas.
Yeah, it's not good for people.
So if that is you, you've still got you can reach out to people. You've got people you can talk to, but just get out on social media and give one of us a shout if you just get in touch with people and just keep people around you as best you possibly can, virtually if not literally, obviously. So
100%, and that's what we're going to do for the next 15-20 minutes. So as we ain't got much to talk about this week, Ben's prepared a little Christmas quiz because
only 3
it's
questions.
Christmas. Yeah, Ben suggested he's going to do a job and then did 3 questions.
Only
so
3 questions.
That's Ben for you, everybody.
I think you should leave Ben alone and not pick on him.
Yeah, I do personally as well. Thank you for anyone who ever said that. I can't remember who said it in. I think it was YouTube comments. Thank you for telling these two to stop picking them. Appreciate it.
Poor little Ben.
Yeah,
Do you want to do a quiz now?
I'm not bothered. I could wait.
Okay, go for it.
Go else to speak about it.
Oh, we'll do a quiz. I'll try and think of something else to talk about.
No worries. Right. I've got 2 questions and a guess the player. With the guess the player format, I'm going to do. There's 6 questions, right?
Right.
There's 6 questions.
6 clues.
6 clues, sorry. And if you're gonna write a guess down each round, right?
Okay.
You're gonna write a guess down. And you're gonna show me, and you're not gonna say it out loud and give the other person a chance, right? And you're gonna show me, and I'm gonna tell you if it's right or not.
Okay.
And
that's a.
If you get it on the first clue, you get 6 points. Second clue, 5
What I will say is that's a slight issue that you will not be able to read my handwriting.
True, you write like a 4-year-old, don't you?
Listen,
Right, the first
you
2
talk about people picking on you. Let's not start picking on 4-year-olds.
And if anybody gets these at home before us, you get a round of applause.
Yeah.
If you like.
I'll give you a £5 note.
What I'd do if you are at home and you do get it before we do, and you want a round of applause, if there is anybody there with you, I'd ask them.
Yeah.
Just
Right. Everybody ready?
Yeah, man.
Drop your pen.
Or not.
Go on.
Matt's throwing pens around the room. The first question is, since the start of the 04-05 season, how many Boxing Day games have we won?
Well, that's really unfair. That's a really, really unfair question, because for 2 reasons, right? You know that I'm a right gimmer and I can't remember what I had for my breakfast this morning. And secondly, you know that Matt is just Mr. Statty, isn't he? So we're not writing these answers down, are we just going to...
No, you're writing them down so that you can't give each other any advantage.
Are we going closest wins?
No.
I mean,
It depends how far off you are.
to be fair,
So
writing answers down is
2004.
great audio, isn't it?
So it's straight to
It's
camera.
great video.
Well,
and all
it's been
that, isn't it?
16, so we've had 16 Boxing Days. in that time.
We
yeah,
have.
since the start of the 2000, so the 2000 and 2004.
2004 Boxing Day
Yeah.
was the first one you're going to count in
So
there.
I've written down my answer, Ben. Would
Okay.
you like me to show
No,
it you?
show it camera first. If
Well,
you
I
want.
can't show it camera because the camera's where Matt is, and then he'll see my.
Yeah, it's
True.
also an audio episode, Ben.
Yeah.
True. Right.
I ain't written my answer down
Well,
yet.
you got to let me.
Right,
you
go
know,
on, yeah.
we said it like a 4-year-old, you know, because Chris is like a 4-year-old as well, apparently.
This is a very, very tough question. Go on.
You got it ready?
I've written a number down
Ready?
Yep.
Right. What's your? What have you put, Matt? Mick.
6.
for 6.
Oh, we can't do closest wins then.
Is it
can we?
6?
It's 8.
Oh, I said 7, sorry.
8. Oh yeah. Right. No point for you then.
Well, can I just say that my 6 looks more like an 8 than his 6?
I'm not sure.
No, maybe not.
Right. Next question is, I might split this into 2.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, I'm going to
because-
split this into 2. In the last 7 years, right, we've been in the championship 4 times.
Yeah.
What's our highest points tally? Closest wins.
Okay. I got a decent enough guess. Highest.
Closest wins. Well, not highest wins.
1 million.
Highest wins.
Go on then.
Who's first?
Have you written one down? Mate?
I've written one down,
What
yeah.
have you put, Matt?
49.
What have you put?
44.
49.
I knew he'd get it right. He were always going to get it
Matt's
right,
1
weren't he?
point.
Well, we stopped up a couple of times, so we can't have 44 all them times.
No, that's a fair comment, yeah. Did we stop? Have we stopped up in Championship?
That Warnock season.
All right.
That must have been the last 4 championship seasons.
Am I on the right podcast?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
Right, another question is, when we got horribly relegated, and we got 23 points,
I thought it was a question.
what was our goal difference?
Oh, God. Is it in double figures or triple?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
It's got to be a minus, hasn't it?
Really?
Go on then.
Got one?
Yeah, I have.
It better be closest wins. It's like I've got 2 in my head, and I think I've got my mind set on 1. I think.
Hang on.
No, there's 2 between. So we'll see whoever gets it. What
You
have
don't
put?
know answer?
I do know the answer. Right, what have we put?
49. Minus
Minus
49.
What have we put?
I put minus 27.
Minus 20. It was minus 51.
Oh, we're not far off with 49.
weren't we?
You alright, Mick?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yeah, we're just
Were
trying to
you
be nice.
sleeping that
Do
season?
you remember how bad that season was?
I don't remember, like I said earlier on, I don't even remember what I had for my breakfast this morning. So it's
They
not
were
going to
really
help, is
bad
it, that?
season.
It was one of the worst seasons I can remember, and we've had some crap seasons.
Yeah,
23 points we got.
Yeah, it was a shocker.
I'll be fair, I don't think it was much more than that in 2005, 2006. That one we got relegated from Champions
Thing is, what I would say about that is I think we won on Boxing Day that game. Oh no, did we lose? We lost, I think. Don't matter.
Anyway, carry
Don't
on.
matter. Don't matter. Right, one more question before I move on to a
I
guess.
thought you'd done 3 questions.
It's-
Player.
it's split one.
I've
All right, sorry.
stretched it out a bit, if that's alright, man. Is that alright with you?
Yeah.
I mean, the answer down. I've got it on my phone.
You divvy. Yeah.
Well,
Can I borrow
let's-
your phone a sec, Matt, please?
Shall we see what...
Do you want to ask the question while you Google?
Right, I will. Obviously, so I've said before, you guess our highest points tally is 49.
Yeah.
Which season did we get that?
Right. Okay. So that's.
How does that help me?
Well, guess.
All right. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my guess down here. You know what's going to happen? What the answer's going to be? It's going to be, well, we weren't even in Championship that season. That's what's going to happen. I can guarantee you.
Oh no, it's not loaded.
So
I think I've got it. I've got a season.
You've got
I'm
A
semi-confident with it.
I've got a season as well. I'm not even remotely confident. Is this in the last 7 seasons? Is he talking about again?
Yeah,
Like,
got it.
so it's within that period, is it?
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
in the last 7 years.
So Matt, you can go first, mate.
16, 17.
Mick?
What was the question again?
What season did we get the 49 points?
Oh, that.
Think about it logically.
Yeah, I am thinking about it
Yeah.
logically, and I don't know. 2014-15.
I think we're in League One that year.
I told you, didn't I?
It was
No, were we?
it was 15-16. 16-17 was when we got horribly relegated.
Well,
Really?
Yeah, when we could win the playoffs in 2018.
there you go.
Right. Okay.
Well, I can't think. Well, I did really well there, didn't I? Did I
So
get any points?
Matt's on 2. No, Mick, you're on a big fat 0.
Well, there's a surprise.
Right, guess the player, right? So I've mentioned before there's 6 clues.
Is it a Rotherham player?
You'll find out, won't you, pal? Anyway, I made 6 clues. So if you get it on the first one, you get 6 points. Second one, 5 points.
It must be a Rotherham
Third
player.
one, 4 points.
Otherwise, what are we doing?
Wait, maybe it was Miroslav Klose and you get it on the first one again, Matt. If anyone remembers
He's
that.
not bitter about that.
Anyone
at all.
who remembers that, I spent half an hour doing a quiz and Matt got it on the first stupid question.
Should make it harder.
It was top goal scorer for Germany ever. I said he was born in Poland and Matt got it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well.
That's kind of bummies, but whatever. The first clue is he is
Is he Polish?
No, he's 53 years old. I've got to make it big on the first one. Do you know what I mean?
You want to write it down?
Yeah, please. One guess around.
Right. I've got a guess.
I've got a guess.
And have I got to show it you?
Yeah.
I'm showing Ben my piece of
Go on, then,
paper.
that's not right. I don't know what that says, but it's definitely not the right answer.
How do you know?
Because it's not the right answer. It's Barnes without a second name.
No.
Barnsley.
Oh no.
Okay.
I thought we were going to get it then. Right, no one gets any points on that.
What quit? It's 53. Yeah, right. Okay.
Second question, everybody at home as well. He made 414 professional footballing appearances and 162 for Rotherham.
I think I'm a bit out with this one, but I don't know.
No, I don't know who that is. So it's not him. No.
How many? 144 for
162 for Rotherham.
162. For
Maybe 144.
Oh,
I don't know. I made 144 and all that. Though.
Right, go on.
This is for 4 points. He played for Rotherham for 6 years.
Yeah, well,
Or 4
I
years.
imagine
No,
him,
4 years.
162 appearances he will have done.
Now this is a toughie. This.
I think it was 6 years.
Over 4 years or 6 years?
He's older than me. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud now.
He's not older than you.
How
no.
older than you?
Well, I was going to say Ray Mountford, but obviously he's older. He's older than me.
Oh, right.
Is he that keeper that we always go on about?
Well, I always go on about him, don't I?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, this is going to make for great audio. I think we might be able to cut some of this out afterwards. We might have to edit it for the first time ever.
Come on. Easy question. Nope. Matt's guess is wrong. And Mick's got it right.
Well done.
So, no.
Oh.
You've still got a chance to win.
He hasn't got a chance to win
Yeah, he
because
has.
I've got it right, so he can't
No,
take the
you got 4 points.
All right, okay.
And Matt's on 2. Right?
Okay.
So Matt needs to get it on this one to win, the next one to draw,
Yep.
which would be a bit sticky because I ain't got a tiebreaker. And then, yeah, right. So the next one,
Yeah. I've just said this now, can't I?
yeah, it's not making it easy for you. Right, yeah, it is. He has managed 5 teams in his career.
Right, okay. So he played for us for a long time and now he's managed several teams.
You don't have to say final answer straight away, you've got to think about it.
I am going to
He's a
think
thinker,
about it.
He's a thinker.
Just nice to think of other than players. Mark Robbins.
Nope. Right, one more. I've got the next clue. Next clue, right?
Yeah, go on.
He's currently the manager of his former team.
One of his former teams.
One of his former teams.
So he played for
Yeah.
he played for the team he's now managing.
Very, yeah. Yes. Come on, this is your last guess. Gotta get it right. Oh, come on, Matt.
I
Matt.
don't think you know him, to be honest. Well, the thing is, if I can talk him out of getting the right answer here, then I win. And that'd be the first time I've ever won a quiz.
You'll never get him. It would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. It'd be funny if you lost on a tiebreaker. But I ain't got one.
In my life.
I ain't got one. So.
I don't think I'm going to know. Kev Watson.
Yes!
Chris Wilder.
Oh, I never saw him play.
I didn't. You know he's manager of Sheffield. Used to
I'm
play
sorry.
for.
Was one of the clues you've seen him play?
That heavily favours Mick, to be fair.
No, he doesn't. Chris Wilder is one of the most well-known faces in football.
So people who are listening and have done this quiz, tweet us, Facebook us, whatever social media you want to.
What the next clue for everybody?
Tell us
the
what
next
queue you got
clue,
it on.
I actually skipped one. No, I didn't. It was the last clue was he played for 11 teams in his career, one of them being Sheffield United and Rotherham United.
I've never got that. Not in a million years.
Wow, I'm really surprised.
And then
I know he played for us, and I'm aware he played for us, but it's not even in my sort of conscience.
Yeah.
In my sort of front of my head.
The final clue for 0 points was he's now the Sheffield United manager. So.
I've got that.
No, you wouldn't have. Yeah, let us know how many points you got.
Yeah, please do. That was pretty impressive, that, Ben, because I'm amazed that Matt didn't get it. I really am. Really very surprised. It's a really good question for Matt not to get it.
Me too.
Well done.
I put my mic on the thing, so Mick, I put Mike down by accident.
Yeah, it were. I'm sure it were. Yeah.
Completely by accident.
What do you want as a celebration? You can't paper if you want.
Thank you. It's very kind of you.
Yeah, take that to the bin. So yeah, that just about covers the Christmas episode.
Yes.
This should be much more interesting. This should be talking about football.
Yeah.
But we are a bit stuffed, really. So apologies about that. Hopefully, we are playing Boxing Day. You know. Hopefully, we can come back next week and I've had a nice Christmas, and we're talking about 3 points at Borough. But I think that's almost very, very likely.
I can't see it. I can't see it happening at all.
Yeah, cool. Some brief team news is that Warney said in his an interview that Shawnee Mack's not far off. Mm-hmm. He should be back training in January, early January, and so should Clark Robertson.
Yes,
which means Clark Robertson is ahead of schedule, which helps with the left back situation. Ben, if Clark Robertson's fit, would you still dip into the market for a left-hand sided player?
Yes, because how long's Matic out for? Is it March?
2 to 3 months?
Yes, March, February, whatever. Probably April, I had to be honest. March, April, that type. So yeah, got Clark, like you said. Robertson can't really play the position on the left.
He can't play left back.
He can't play
left wing back.
Left wing back, like you said. I don't really want Wiles there. He'll do a job if I have to. If it's easier to bring in a centre midfielder, a good centre midfielder, than it is a left side bring a centre midfielder in. But if there's a good left sided player on the market and he likes him, he's got the right attitude, then why not? I think he should, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think he's right. Initially, my thought when you asked that question was no. My initial thought was I'd bring Curtis Tilt back, which gives us an embarrassment to riches on the left-hand side of defence in my head initially. But then when you look at the fact that we've been playing that 3-5-2, 5-3-2 formation, neither Curtis Tilt that we're aware of fits that bill. I mean, he might do. I don't know. I don't know how quick he is.
He's a big boot, isn't he?
Yeah, certainly Clark Robertson don't fit that bill. So yeah, I suppose he's got to, hasn't he?
Yeah, Tilt has been playing a lot. I just sort of looked in midweek. He's consistently playing.
Good.
In not a successful team, but it doesn't really matter if he's getting game time.
Innit?
That's key. So, anything else you want to quickly cover you can think of before we wrap up for Christmas?
No,
sure there will be. We always try and wrap up and then spill out.
I was going to mention that Mick's got almost a green light from Mumble for the Accrington update.
Yes.
So hopefully she'll be with us next week.
I've been in touch with him. I've left it up to him to give me a time when he's available. There's no cricket over the Christmas break, which there often is. So no England cricket, I don't think, anyway.
No, January.
And certainly none that he's been commentating on. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get that special out sometime. Well, whenever he's available. But fingers crossed, I'd like to see if we could do it between Christmas and New Year and get that out, both for us and also for Accrington fans as well. I mean, I don't know whether they'll listen to our... Well, they won't listen to our podcast, but I think they certainly listened to the last one that we did with him. I don't know what contact they have with the club, but usually quite a lot, I imagine. But it's always nice to get a different perspective in it. So,
yeah, definitely. So we'll be back early next week with one thing or another, even if it's just to talk about the update from the club, or whether it's to preview the Barnsley game.
If there's not to talk about, I might do another quiz again.
If people enjoyed it.
It depends if people enjoy it.
We start getting hate mail about your quiz for picking something that nobody's ever heard of.
Current Premier League man. Yeah, no one's ever heard of him, has it? God.
Well, you said manager. He's not doing a great job at the moment. is he?
No.
Second season. still,
Fingers
yeah.
crossed they'll pull it around.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't really.
So yeah, that's the planned schedule, but that may obviously change due to one thing or another. So thank you everybody for listening. Who has listened throughout the year and since we started.
Oh, one more thing as well.
Oh, here we go.
This is 10 days. 10 days ago, it was our first birthday as a podcast.
I was just about to say that.
Oh, sorry.
Thanks for ruining that, Ben.
Oh, sorry, my headphones have gone.
So, shall I start that again, yeah?
Yeah, go on then.
So thanks everybody who has listened throughout the year and over the past 12 months or so. It's just over a year now since we started doing these, and just under a year since Mick and Ben started doing it with us as well. We could not have picked a worse possible time to do a football podcast, to start doing a football podcast when we can't go to the games. But it's kept us sort of talking to each other a bit more, and hopefully you've enjoyed listening to three idiots talking about something. It's what we love in it. I could talk about football a lot, but I could talk about Rotherham United all year because it's our club. It's what we all know. It's what we all love, and that's why we're doing it. That's why I hope. That's why clearly why you're listening. If you listen to this and you don't love Rotherham United, I don't really know what you're doing.
No, there's plenty of other podcasts available from other suppliers, which it's like a bit of product placement there, isn't it? Other pens are available, but thank you everybody. We get some fantastic comments, really heartwarming comments from some people in relation to the podcast that we're doing. Really, it is just a bit of a laugh, ultimately, isn't it? So thank you.
Yeah, well, thanks for letting us into your homes, I suppose. Ben, anything you want to add?
No, just thanks for the heartwarming messages. It does mean a lot to know that someone's, because people who don't do it, we don't understand that we're just speaking to a microphone and put it out. You know what I mean? We don't actually watch people listen to it, so it is nice to know that someone's listening. And them heartwarming messages do mean a lot.
Did you say we don't actually watch people listen to it?
Yeah. What?
Do you know how weird that sounds?
No, but we don't actually get to see people's feedback and reactions. So it is nice to know that someone's watching.
Okay.
Because we're just speaking into a screen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, just be a bit creepy.
Yeah.
Anybody who's listening to this, Ben could be over his shoulder right now.
He's not a stalker. He's definitely not a stalker. I can guarantee you that.
With binoculars. As I was saying,
Yeah, sorry.
You made me cry.
it is nice to get them messages. I've had a few.
Definitely.
We have had one of the recent YouTube video. One of the recent YouTube video, and it did mean a lot. It does mean a lot. So if you do enjoy it, let us know. 'Cause it does mean a lot.
Yeah, thank you. And there's plenty of reviews on YouTube now. Not YouTube, iTunes, which are great and all. Keep them flooding in because that's cool. And like I said, well, next year the plan is to keep this going. What? Jeez. No, go on.
No, one more thing I would say. Obviously, we talked about the second lockdown. It is hard on people. So if you're feeling down or bit of a plug here, but if you are feeling down, just listen to some of our old podcasts. If they cheer you up, listen to the Greatest 11 because it does help out, and it might make you feel a bit better. You never know.
That's very sweet of you to say, Ben. I've got the Greatest 11 from last summer, which is I think well worth a listen.
Yeah.
And the Greatest Games, we did loads of Greatest Games from last summer as well to fill the void. The plan next year is to keep going as we are. Still Saturday, sort of Monday, Thursday, and we'll obviously try and get some more former players as well. We had Alfie in November, December, whenever it was. The plan is to get a few more to kill the time during the international breaks and obviously the summer as well.
Might do a sorry.
Do you want to wrap up?
Sorry, no, it doesn't matter.
No, go on.
No,
You've interrupted me now.
No, it doesn't matter.
You're gonna
I was going to say, even if we do, we might not take a little bit of summer, but if we do, we'll be doing a Euro special probably thing on the Northern Monkeys podcast if everyone listens to that.
Yeah, in the summer, we'll change over to that. Yeah. But a lot can change between now and then.
Yeah, well, they might not even go ahead yet,
Exactly. So to sum up, thank you to everybody, and tell your friends if they're Millers as well. If they're not Millers fans, you shouldn't be friends with them.
It's a fact.
You know. So we will see you all next week. It's not the last show of the year. Next year for the last show, if we haven't got a game, we might do some highlights of the year.
Yeah.
When there's not been many. But thank you, and we will see you all. Thank you, Mick, and thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'll do that quickly because we're rambling on again. And we will see you all again, hopefully, next week. Cheers, guys.
I hate long goodbyes.
Pringle looking towards Agard. Ravel, ambitious, but brilliant! I don't believe it! I swear I do not believe it!